Welcome to you all in this online class. Today's topic of our discussion is our state government. No doubt, this is the revision of this chapter. As you know, as government, whether it is in state or at the central level, there are three organs. Our state government has three organs. By joining all these organs, we can imagine about the government. And these three organs are legislative body, executive body, and judiciary. These are the three organs of the government, right? These are the three organs of the government. Here in this chapter, we have to discuss about two organs, legislature and executive. Is it clear? So here a question comes, how many organs are there of the government, either the state or center? You have to know, you have to answer three organs. First, legislature at the state level, in the state government, legislative assembly, executive body, legislature, executive, and judiciary. These are the three organs. Okay. The work of legislature is to make law. The function or work of the executive is to implement the law. And judiciary explains the law, interpret the law. Its work is to see whether the rules and regulations are implemented or are followed by the person as well as the official in proper way or not. In case of default, court can punish. Court's work is to prove which work is genuine or correct or incorrect. So interpretation of law or explanation of constitutional law is the main work of the judiciary. Is it clear? Now, let me discuss about the state government. State government has three organs: state legislature, state executive. Executive here means governor, chief minister, council of states, and high civil servants, and other is high court or court system. Here we have to know about only two organs, legislature and executive. Here you know state legislature has two houses, that is called legislative assembly, and other one is legislative council, right? Executive is formed by the state government and council of minister. Here you are seeing the image of chief minister Nitish Kumar. His council of ministers are just behind him taking oath. So in this way, this is called executive, state legislature, and state executive. About each of them, we have to read, we have to discuss, we have to read, and we have to discuss point-wise. Now, on the basis of your chapter, these slides are prepared. So be very careful because from any slides, question can be set. As you know, India is the seventh largest nation of the world. It is extended in 3.28 million square kilometers. There are 28 states and 9 union territories. No doubt, one union territory has the different place in the field of union territories, that is Delhi. In real way, there are only 8 union states, but Delhi is not a pure state. It is also a union state with having chief minister or legislative assemblies. So total number of union territory is 9. Okay. Now next is there are two levels of government. One is called central level, that is on national level, and other is on state level, that is called state government. The union territory are run by president through lieutenant or chief commissioner, while state government is run by the state level executive. I mean chief minister, governor, chief minister, and council of states. Okay. From this side also, any question can be asked. What is the position of India or Indian nation in the world, especially in the context of India? What is the extension of Indian territories? How many states are there? How many levels of governments are there? Who runs the system or rule or administration in union territories? No? So these are the, so be very prompt. Next is division of power. As we know, there are two levels of the government, basically two levels. First is union territories. First is union government or central government. Second is the state government. And third level is what? Local self-government. Actually, there are two basic levels, main levels of government. One is called union government and other is called state government. Both of them have to govern the country. Both of them have a right to frame the law, rules and regulations for the countrymen. So to check their overlapping situation or crossing each other's jurisdiction, all the subjects over which a country or state can make the law is divided into mainly three lists. One is called union list, in which there are 97 subjects, right? For example, they are railways, finance, defense, etc. State list has 66 subjects. That is called, and some of them are, or example of such subjects are police, local self-government, agriculture, forest, so and so forth. Next is concurrent list, which includes marriage and divorce, drugs and medicines, adulteration of material, right? So these are the subjects. Central government is more powerful, has more resources and finances, right? Because union list can make the law not only on the union list, but also on concurrent list. And in some situation, he can make the law over the topic mentioned under the state list. So central government is more powerful in this division. Okay. So here, how many subjects are there in union list, state list, concurrent list? Any one example can be asked for to categorize this subject on the basis of the three lists. So be very fast. Now next is state legislature. Actually, its main function of state legislature is to make law. It is called the law-making body, right? It is elected by the people. As you know, Nitish Kumar government is running in the system. I mean, in state, with council of ministers, governor, and himself, he are the executive body who are actually they are, especially the Council of Ministers, are framed or appointed by the governor from the legislature. Only the members of legislature can be the minister and chief ministers. So these persons, as a legislator, makes the law, and as an executive, implement the law. In short, you have to know state legislature is law-making body. The member of legislature, I mean, uh, are elected, legislature are elected by the people. The member of legislative assembly are elected directly by the people, while the member of legislative council are elected indirectly by the people. But after all of them are elected by the people. Actually, at the state level, there are two types of legislature, law-making body. One is called unicameral and other is called bicameral. Unicameral means one house legislature, and bicameral means two houses legislature. Two houses means legislative assembly and legislative council. Where there is unicameral legislature in our state, there is only one house, that is called legislative assembly. And you know, the name of these houses, I mean the work of these houses, are to make law, to legislate law, to pass the bill to be law. Is it clear? In India, there are 6 states where there are bicameral legislature. They are Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana, and Andhra Pradesh. And this image is of legislature, state legislature house, legislative house, right? In this way, from this side also, question can be asked. Now next, legislative assembly. Now, legislative assembly. Legislative assembly. Number depends on the state population. I mean, how many members will be in the state legislature, state assembly. It is dependent on the population of the concerned state. If the state's population of the state is larger, naturally the number of legislative assembly will be more, but there are some certain rules. The number of the legislative assembly member should not be less than 60 and not minimum than and not more than 500. For example, you know, in Bihar, the total number of MLA, I mean member of legislative assembly, is 243, while in UP it is 404, Jharkhand 81, and Mizoram 40. These members are directly elected by the people. You have seen elections when your parents your parents or family members who are 18 years old cast the votes. They cast the votes in the state level election for their representatives for MLA. When they get elected, when they are elected, they are called MLA. And the term MLA stands for M for member, L for legislative, A for assembly. Member of legislative assembly. Is it clear? Now next is minimum age to be MLA or the member of legislative assembly is 25 years. And minimum age to be the MLC, member of legislative council, is 30 years. So don't get confusion while this type of question is raised in your question paper. What should be the minimum age to be the member of legislative assembly? you should write 25. If it is in context with member of legislative council, you must write 30. If you write 25, it will be wrong. Correct answer will be 30 if question is in relation to member of legislative council. Is it clear? Now next is, okay, next is terms and officials of legislative assembly. Okay, legislative assembly is formed for 5 years. After 5 years, general election is conducted as a fresh election. But in some special cases, assembly can be dissolved earlier and president rule can be imposed, where governor became the head of the government at the state level and the council of ministers have no power. A speaker is an official of the legislative assembly who presides over the meeting. Whenever the meeting or session is conducted, it is headed by, it is led by, it is presided over by the speaker. At present, the speaker of our state legislative assembly is Sri Vijay Narayan Chaudhary. Deputy speaker works in the absence of speaker, and deputy speaker is also elected by the elected members of legislative assembly, as speaker is also elected by the same members. Now, other house of the state legislature is known as legislative council, Vidhan Parishad. Okay, the minimum number of the legislative, NLC should be what? Minimum 40 and maximum not more than 1/3 of the total number of MLA. The term of the council is 6 years. Here you also should be very careful to learn the term or the period of office of legislative assembly, Vidhan Sabha, is 5 years, while this term, such term of legislative council or Vidhan Parishad is 6 years. Here there is the differences in age also. A person to be the member of legislative council must be 30 years old, right? Minimum age is 30 years, while legislative council members minimum age is 25 years. Legislative council is called the permanent house because it cannot be dissolved. You have seen, you have learned that legislative assembly is dissolved generally after 5 years for fresh election, while legislative council is not dissolved at the time. It continues its term. Only the 1/3 of its member get retirement after 2 years, who completes the term or period of 6 years. And after getting retirement of them, again to fill to the post, elections are held, and in this way, rest members, in this way, members always remain in Vidhan Parishad, right? Since there is no time where there is no member of Vidhan Parishad, it is why this house is known as permanent house, because it cannot be dissolved. The head of the Vidhan Parishad is called the chairperson and deputy chairperson. Both of them are elected by the elected members of Vidhan Parishad. So from this side also question can be raised. What is called to the head of legislative council? Speaker or chairperson? Your answer should be chairperson. What is called to the head of the Vidhan Sabha or legislative assembly? Chairperson or speaker? Your answer should be speaker. So keep your mind free from all these types of confusion. If you are concentrate, you will make out all these things properly. Now next is uh, this one. Now first this one actually member of legislative council is called what? MLC, right? Here it should be changed. Now here it should be changed. What it should be? It should be MLC, member of legislative council, right? No, I'm sorry. Here that is the member. MLA से कम नहीं होना चाहिए. I mean MLA. Here you see the age of a person of MLC. What do you mean by here MLC? Right? MLC means member of legislative council. Member of legislative council. MLC. Member of legislative council. His age must be minimum must be 30. So now in this way you have learned this one. Function of the state legislature. Right? Function of the state legislature. You learn it. It makes laws for the state on the subjects, state and concurrent list. Right? Whatever the subject is assigned in the state list, our government, I mean state government makes laws. And concurrent list also, there are some subjects which are in the interest of the state, it makes the law. It passes the annual budget, right? It passes the annual budget. Okay. In this way, here I am going to give you a link for the test. You take this test, right? And you give test. Okay, I am speaking very loudly. It may be the net problem. Here I am giving this link to you all. Okay. So follow it, and I am going to unmute you all also, but you will not share the answer, otherwise your answer will automatically wrong. So here you see the passes budget, annual budget. It keeps check on the Council of Ministers by raising question, by passing no confidence motion. Money bill can only be introduced in legislative assembly, and elected members take part in the president election. So these are the function of state legislature. Now you carry on your work. Okay. All of you, please open your video option, turn on your video option, because I have to take the snapshots for attendance. All of you, be fast, be fast. Have all of you got the link? सबको लिंक मिल गया? By chat you can do answer. Okay, all of you open the video, turn on the video option. Akanksha Sinha, Nikunj, Ananya, Janvi Gautam, Aditya, Ratan Priya, Shiksha, Shreyasi, Ankit, and Samarth. All of you, turn on your video option. Till now you have not opened. Open it. Harsharaj, Sonu Kumar. Open your video option. Okay. Ria, Manu, Rahul. All of you please. Rahul Raj. Okay, all of you open the video. Daksh Suman, Ria Gupta, Manu, Anand, Sri Arya. Yes, Anand, I am resending it. Wait. Shreyas Madhukar. All of you open the video. Now I'm again resending you. Just now, everyone in meeting. Yes, I have sent.